Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Desert Fox. It is now time for episode 18 of the Transport Fever 2 Summer Series. Technically transitioning into the Fall Series. We are sitting outside where we left off last time we were together in Concord. We had just laid down a passenger station and we had just kind of left it off there because today we are going to be going to Ventura up top there. We are also going to quickly lay some tracks for a future project that's going to be coming up, and that's going to be straight ahead. So yeah, I'm going to get to that and a bunch more here in a second. So just smash that like button, destroy that subscribe, and obliterate that bell icon so you get these Transport Fever 2 videos every Tuesday and Thursday. One thing I did not do in the last episode was set this up with a bus route. So between episodes, set it up with a bus route, called it good. Alright, so moving on from that, I'm going to pause the game. We have more money than God, basically. I'm going to destroy this bridge. It's going to cause all sorts of unhappiness and dismay. I'm going to be bulldozing a bunch of roads here, leaving a bunch of these places isolated. I do not care that the red light of doom is screaming at me. I just kind of wish that the roads would form in a slightly more straight pattern. Because all these businesses are probably eventually going to get roads redrawn. Next thing we're going to do. Flatten tool. Strength all the way up. Brush size all the way up. Give me that square son of a bitch. Click there. Bulldoze the ever-loving shit out of this side of the bank of the river. Expand it. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Oh, the game is so chuggy when you do that. Here, we'll just turn it that way. That way it kind of... I see where I'm working with here. There we go. We're going to widen this massively, massively. This is all part of a future project that I was talking to my roommate about in between the recording sessions. He had come in to hang out, and I was sitting here with the map loaded and started talking, and this idea formed into my head. So this is going to be in the future. Get the smoothing gun out. Smooth the ever-loving crap out of that. So it does not look like jagged rocks of doom. I mean, at this point, everything's gonna look like jagged rocks of doom. Alright, so that, we'll leave that. And then we will... Also, we are gonna bulldoze this road. Who's complaining? Concord to Louisville and then Ventura to Victorville. Alright, let me get these to turn off. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Alright, so you need a... What? No, they're not disconnected. There's a damn road. And there's not a road to Concord? No, there's not a road to Concord from Louisville, but I don't care. I'll tell you that much, I don't care. And I'm not fixing it. You can just deal with it. Alright, but right now, what we're gonna grab is these tracks. We're gonna swing this way. We're gonna leave the catenaries off. And I want this to be level. That is a heck of a lot of bridge you're gonna want. I mean, we are already spending like $40 million on this bridge. So, at this point, I'm all in on the expensive bridge. Let's just get us a shitload of expensive bridge. You're gonna try to go with a unique bridge? Maybe. Let's see what I have. I've got all these different bridge types. We are in the Stone Age. We have an iron bridge. Is it time for the iron bridge? Yes, it is. It is 1911. So we're going to use it. Alright? Now, bring that straight. And we're going to leave these two sets of tracks. And I am going to use both. That snakes a little bit in an odd direction, but I will take it. This is... what is this? Effectively $3 million worth of track. And it's just a bridge. And then we're going to bring this... we're actually going to flatten this. It's about right there. We're going to flatten this whole thing out. This is going to become... this is effectively how I'm going to spend $400 million in an episode. So, I mean, if anything, you're going to learn how to spend $400 million in 30 minutes. And once we actually put the thing in I want to place, and I might just place it now so you kind of get what I'm going to do. We're going to place a cargo harbor, large. We're going to place that son of a bitch right there. And then we're going to go in, configure, passenger main building. Yes. Large dock. Shit. I did not look when I placed that. There we go. And then I'm going to draw in the road. Actually, no. Now that I have my terrain, I'm going to click and flatten the ever-loving shit out of this whole fucking section. Back to spending hundreds of millions of dollars. And yes, we are still going to get the Ventura today. I promise you we're going to get the Ventura today. I just have to spend absolutely oodles and noodles of money before I do it. Why? I have an idea. Let it be known that on this day, what's the day of the recording of this? September 24th, 2022, Desert Fox had an idea. Grab that nice old-fashioned smoothing gun. We're going to smooth these bastards out. There we go. Now you see, and I'm actually going to have to come back a little bit further. So this one's actually going to have to go. Unfortunately, I think you started this capable close to $500 million, and you are well into the 300s by now. Oh yeah, I told you. $500 million? $400 million? It don't matter. I'll tell you how to teach you how to spend it. And moving a load of rocks is definitely the way we're gonna do that. Because this single click right now is sitting at 41 million, and I'm just gonna back that up just because I can. Boom. $41 million. Now I'm gonna put a fat fucking road in here. Nice. Alright. Oh, and if you thought we were gonna just do one side, no. But that would give away your surprise. And that's gonna be coming, like I said, in a future episode. Ooh, excuse me. I sneezed like an ass. Alright, but, so this doesn't look like an omnipotent god just came in, you know, came in here and just bulldozed hundreds of millions of square foot of rock without any rhyme or reason or care for the natural environment. We are going to smooth try to smooth some of this out. For at least for now, this won't look so heinous, but this is going to look pretty bad. And we'll have to clean it up as we go along. And yes, we are spending the first, 10 minutes of this episode terraforming and chit-chatting about absolutely nothing, but you guys are going to see this project and you're going to go, oh, this makes sense. By the way, the autosave showed up, so yeah, please do the autosave thing. Take a drink. As is tradition on the channel, I'm having a Mountain Dew right now. Alright. So now, what I think I'm gonna do, I am gonna get a little creative here. No tunnel. I'm gonna make a helix, a surface helix. Right? And now, for track, I'm just gonna place a placeholder track. That way I have something to connect to. Right, okay. Get rid of that. Alright, yes. There we go. And now you're probably sitting there wondering, what's this all for? And it's gonna make sense here in a little while. Give it a few episodes time, and it'll make a lot more sense. So these are all just placeholder tracks for a future build. I had to get that done now, or I'd never do it. Alright, smooth the shit out of this. Smooth the ever-loving shit out of all of that. So, yeah, you come in here, and then as you round this bend, let me see, when you come out, there's a certain point that we... Alright, so is this very steep? No. It looks steep. No, it actually doesn't look too steep at all. We have a nice set of tracks here to get into there, get out of there, and to build from. Now, for Ventura, we're actually going to start from the top and work our way down. We're just going to kind of not do that. Alright, so now I guess I gotta figure out how the hell I'm gonna get this down this goddamn mountain. Because apparently, that's gonna create about a 500-foot bridge. That's just not gonna fly with me. Alright, so what are we thinking, Desert? What are we thinking? I think we need to start our descent. Oops, we're gonna get some straight track. No, we want to be going down this whole time. We got Cheeky Bridge. I think we'll take some Cheeky Bridge. Nah, I think we're gonna leave it. And then, yes. And we'll just drag this to that point. And we're gonna helix our ass off. Oh yeah, you're getting a train line that has at least 2 helixes? Hell yeah. No. I'm under the center of a mountain right now. Please call me back in about 20 minutes. Yeah, so I'm just gonna try to crow flies this as much as I can. And now I need to see about how low I am. Because at some point I need to break surface. Am I still too low? Or still too high? Yeah, Desert, I think you're still too high. Alright, so... Because, oh, yeah, you do have it as a rather gradual. You know, you probably just murdered this whole caper of making money, right? Oh, probably 100%. Is it absolutely awesome? Also, yes, 100%. So we're gonna take both of those and we're gonna run with it, and that's the point. Let me see which track this is. It's the inside one. So as it makes that, that's a rather steep curve, but I think it'll work for what I want it to do. And we'll just peel there. Yeah. And then we'll wrap that sumbitch around. Is this gonna be the longest freaking tunnel possibly on the map? Arguably. One of them. But to get to Ventura, you effectively have to, one, go through a rather long bridge into a helix that does go down to this future development zone that I will talk about in a second at the end of the episode. And then you have to take this tunnel, which goes out here, then around once. What is it? Around once, around twice and a half. It's a 2.5 turn helix. So probably what is the contour lines? So the stations at the height at Ventura Central is 622 feet, right? Oh my god. The height where the junction's at for that turnoff is at 80 feet above sea level. So it's about 540 something foot, 542 feet to drop that far in the tunnel in height. So we're gonna have this. Oh, maybe I'll stay back. I'm gonna put a signal here. Yes. Because inbound, outbound, outbound. And then in the tunnel, which doesn't make any sense, but I'm gonna do it anyway, is line the shit out of these with some signals. Because, just in case, I got a feeling. Alright, then we get here. Am I gonna ride in this? I kind of want to, and I kind of don't want to. Alright. Now, I think, personally, that we don't need to have... What if you did it on the bridge? Would it let you do it? It should. Making a diamond on a bridge? It's rather risky. Is it gonna let you? Hopefully. It will. With some semblance of decent speed. That's what you wanted. Some random bridge pillar wanted to pop up now. Alright. So that's just the passenger line for what I just built. And I'm down $226 million since I've hit record. Let's build a train line. Oh, let's build a train. This is going to be Concord to Ventura. This is going to be Concord to Ventura. I am going to grab a mountain railroad engine of Swiss variety, I believe, for a small train. Oh, we do need to do Ventura. How much is hooked up? Not much. Okay, so we're just gonna start with these because these are smaller towns. They're outlier towns. They're not necessarily going to be part of the main infrastructure, but they need to be looked after regardless. So this is my logic there, and it is in the edict of one Mr. Jones of the South Bend, Santa Ana. You know, he's the overarching boss of the entire spectrum here. Ventura bus intercity 1. And in some of these smaller towns that are being developed, we are going to be using. I'm going to be mixing more bus uses. Oh, I only put that station on the one side? No, I'd put it on the other. No, you quit being a stupid little whore. Oh, I went the wrong way, didn't I? You really want to go that way. And then go to here. You know what? Whatever, dude. I don't even care. I did care. For about 14 seconds. Alright. This is Ventura, so scroll all the way down. Let's go buy us a train. Buying us a train. Are we gonna grab the big Austrian? I think we grab this big the pair of the two big Austrians. We go get us a nice pair of these guys, yeah. What? About 100, you think? No, run the 80. Hit play. Assign that to Concord and Ventura. There it goes. Let's take a look at it. Look at that. Those Austrian trains do have like a rather weird design in my opinion. Yeah, mate. It is also, I think, in my opinion, a little sacrilegious, looking back on it now, to be running Germanic / Austrian / Swiss trains with English trains and stations. But my series, my universe, I don't know. Maybe not the most original, but I mean, look. Oh my god, that white blends off that peach so well. That was a genius idea, Blizzard. I'll watch it right off into the sunset, and then I'll leave the box down here when I talk about the next project here. Alright. So, now that that's hooked up, we are going to, in the near future, be working on a massive project that would involve, you know what, just because I don't want to see this thing complain, I'm going to draw a street, and then boom. There you go. Now, oh wow, it literally caused all of it to stop complaining. Okay, so I'll probably have to redesign that bridge too, but that's just placeholder. Check time. Oh yeah. So, in future episodes, and in future Doctrine coming up, the South Bend Santa Ana Railroad is going to be building a massive passenger freight joint interchange on the banks of the main river that separate the Central Rail District from the Northern Rail District. And then in response, the Northern Rail District has agreed to construct or expand the river wider, which, I mean, all I gotta do is literally just keep doing this. So we'll just keep going wider, so these damn boats actually have a purpose. And we're gonna ferry passengers and freight to and fro from the central to the east, or from the central to the north, and the north to the central. This is going to be the only connection between the north and the central. It's going to be a unique one because it's not going to be the same in the south, or the south to the central, because it's literally one giant landmass, and I'm just picking cities as the breakpoint. Yeah. I personally think that it's going to look fantastic once we get to building it. It's going to be a massive undertaking, and I've spent close to $300 million in this single episode. We're still in a tunnel. I don't want to end this recording until I am out of that tunnel. I want to see just how long. I checked that we're at 26 minutes, so I want to see just how long it's going to be. That is the reason why I built the passenger line in here, kind of as placeholder, because what I'm going to do is place the passenger tracks on the inside. Freight service will be coming probably, I don't even know where the nearest freight line's at, right here, but I don't know, I don't have an outright central line from South Bend to there, so we might have to build one or come from the other side and go that way. So like around here and then boom, making a ginormous rail corridor. Actually, that wouldn't be too bad. Place the station here and then turn this this whole section here into like a 3 or 4 track freight corridor that can then branch for El Paso, and a branch can hit El Paso, and all the services along that, and Carrollton, you know, and it can have a transfer yard at some point so we can get to the other district. And then, you know, hit St. Petersburg, Alexandria, and then come back to Waco, like finish here in Waco. Oh man, spitballing. So I think that's what we're going to do in the next episode. The next episode was just solely going to be building up this station, clearing up, you know, finishing this, placing it, and editing it, I'm gonna try some different things. But yeah, oh wow, he came out of the tunnel. Alright. Let's finish the ride with the train. Rather confused. So let me just double check this entire track thing because for some reason it did not. I did it again. Alright, there it is. I did the damn thing. Alright, let's see if there's anyone near. And there are 6 passengers for Ventura heading back. Alright guys, let's take a look at this real quick. Fargo and West Valley City had their what is it? Oh, they're just slow. Okay, they'll deal with that. But anyway, I've been your host, Desert Fox, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please remember, don't forget, sorry, blah, 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 to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.